Hey there. I have a lot of clients that are 50 and above, and this is just a great way that I have found to do an everyday eye that's very natural, but also very uplifting and opening. I hope you enjoy. So one of the first things we want to do is to prime the eyes. I think that's an important step that does get skipped a lot. This is good for longevity of eye color, eyewear. Also, you don't get all those little creases and problems with your makeup later on down the road. I just like to do it on a big fluffy brush, or if you want to do it with your fingers, that's just fine too. And I'll come in and get the entire upper lid here. I'll take it all the way up to the brow bone, all the way down to the lash line. Perfect. And now I like to get a big fluffy brush, and whatever your skin tone color is, you can tell I love this one. I use this one all the time. This is just a great one to start with. This sets your primer, and it just evens any discoloration out. They also have primers that are matched to your skin tone as well, so that can be super helpful. I'll pop everything up and just make sure I get in all the little nooks and crannies. If you use small, like if you just kind of go like this, you're still running over those wrinkles. But if you pop it up and you get in and you do small circles, you're gonna fill in everywhere. She's got these beautiful blue eyes, so we're gonna do kind of warmer colors just to really make those pop out. I'm going for kind of like a warmer toned neutral here. And after you load your brush up, I love to just kind of tap it a little bit. And where our brow bone comes out here, we have our orbital socket, and it creates this really natural little shadow right here. So what we're gonna do is just accentuate that shadow. We're not gonna fill in our whole lid or anything. We're just gonna kind of come up. You can see where that is. And this is just a very light color. We're not going in for a super dark color. We're not going in for a black. You can see where it's just a little bit on that brow bone. I'm not going all the way into the inner corner. I'm probably going into the edge of the eye or on the inside of the iris there. I'm just bringing that out. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. We want everything to go upwards. We don't want anything to come down. Notice I don't wanna bring anything past this line right here. You kinda want it to look like an upside down Christmas tree. So you want kind of everything going upwards. You want everything to be lifting. So I'm gonna take that same color and then close for me. And I'm just gonna come in. I'm gonna just do about a third inward here. We're almost kind of shading the ball. Anything that you put a shadow on, it's gonna sink it back. Anything that you put something lighter on, it's gonna bring it to the forefront of the face, and that's what we want. So we're just creating depth and dimension on these eyes. So I'm just gonna bring that about a third. I'm not gonna bring it all the way in because I want this part to kind of pop. And we also wanna make sure everything just looks nice and blended. You don't want any harsh lines. We want everything to be nice and soft. So now our next step is going to be we're gonna go fill in a little bit more on the crease. We get this space right here. So when we open up, it's gonna trickle a little bit above the crease when our eyes are open. We don't want it to hit all the way up here. We're just gonna bring it a little bit up to create a little bit more depth. I'm just gonna bring this a little bit up here. And this just creates so much more depth. We're gonna use our natural lower lash line. That's about how far we wanna take it. That's the limit right there. And we're gonna create kind of like a sideways V, and we're gonna bring it up. We're creating an almond shape essentially. So we're just bringing a little bit up here and a little bit down there. You see, she's all open in here. We just have a little bit of shadow going on over here, but everything is lifting up. And we're gonna do that sideways V and that almond shape. Having good brushes is very important. When you have smaller brushes like this, you can really get in those little nooks and crannies and get where everything needs to be. I love having kind of a chubbier blending brush right here, which is what I'm gonna use right now. We're just gonna go in and soften everything out. And if you have a lighter color, something like this, where this is not necessarily the eye tone color, but it's still natural, creamy, and soft, and just put it way up here on the brow bone. Just right under that eyebrow right there. So that's popping out. These sides are popping in. we can just do a little bit on the center and on the inner corner, because the inner corners are always pretty dark. Same thing with under eyes, and a lot of it can be anything from genetics to dehydration to allergies. See, and that just really lightens everything up. So it still looks very natural. And then we've got everything where we want it. We've got in where we want it. We've got popping out where we want it. And now we're gonna hop in and do a little bit of eyeliner. What I usually do is I'll go in with an eyeshadow and I'll just pop a little bit on that upper lash line. When her eyes are open, this is all prime real estate. This is what we're seeing. So if we have a little something here to add almost a little bit of a contrast, then what we have done here to pop out, it's gonna pop out even more. And I'm probably gonna hit a darker brown. This is just kind of an everyday thing. So we want a soft brown. We're still getting the intensity of the color, but as we blend it out, it's just a lot softer. If you need to, pull up and get everything up and back. Also, don't feel like you need to be all the way out here doing it. Choke up on your brush. Get where you need to be to make it comfortable for you to get the best application possible. So what I love to do is start from the outside to the inner, and then kind of hit the inner to the middle. So we're going outside to middle, inside to middle. A mistake that a lot of mature women do make can be to just, when they do their eyeliner with a pencil or whatnot, they just kind of go all the way across the same width of liner. So a little trick is to give it just a little bit of a lift at the end. It'll kind of act like a little natural facelift in a way. But just keep this line a little bit thicker on the outside, and then just slightly just taper it down into a thinner line on the inner corner there. So when she opens up, you can see how it pops on the outside, and it actually blends into that darker spot we did. So you really want that line to continue all the way in, and it really just brings everything in, brings everything up. That's why I like to go this way and this way, because when you start out here and you come up, you just don't know when to stop. When you start up here and you come inward, you're already making that nice little mark there, so you know where you're gonna stop. And it's a very nice and soft line, it's not harsh. All you have to do is pick up your brush and put it down. Pick up your brush, put it down. You can almost just kind of stamp that color. You see, that really gives us just a beautiful lift. Make sure you bring it all the way to the end. In my application, there is a little bit of fallout under here. We haven't done the full face yet, but what I really like to do is eye makeup first. That way, if you do have this problem, you can go back. You don't have to mess with any of your concealer, foundation. You just have a clean slate going in. If you feel like you've gotten a little crazy up here, I'll just take it and I'll follow that lower lash line. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna do a little bit on the lower lash line. Once again, nothing crazy. I'm gonna use a shadow, so we're still gonna get a little bit of that color without the intensity. I see a lot of women and they do the same up the top and they do the same thing on the bottom. They bring it all the way in, and it just really, it closes everything off. It can make you look like a raccoon, let's be honest. I did the 3 colors on her eyelids. We had that darkest one here, and then we had kind of that medium light one here, and then this really light one. So I'm really just gonna run those along the bottom, and we're gonna just soften it out. And once again, I'm almost just kind of stamping this on, bringing that down about a third of the way. See how I'm coming down to an angle here? Coming down and this way. When you do this, it makes the eye, instead of like this, it kind of opens it up even more and gives it just a little extra boost. Kind of almost squaring that tiny little bit there. I like to put my color on and then blend it afterwards. So we're just gonna add our color now. Gonna just add a little bit of this. This way the darkness of this is not just super harsh. We're almost kind of ombreing it out a little bit and just softening it in with the color. And we're gonna go in and just do a little bit of that inner corner. And this one you almost won't even really see, but just in case there is any discoloration, darkness, it will take care of that. So I like to take that smaller brush that we did that placement with, and then I'll just kind of come in and lightly blend that out. And just soften that up. And when you have your mascara, once again, the first place that you put it is gonna be where you're gonna get the most product. You wanna start up at the top. And I like to give it just kind of a nice little sweep on both, just to get that product out there. I don't like that, you don't want to pump your mascara, that'll make it clumpy and it really messes it up. So you want to start at the base, and then you're going to kind of shimmy back and forth and come all the way up. You really want to go the way you want your lash to look, outward and upward. Sometimes I'll even get the top just to get all that color on there. And if you do like a fiber mascara and you do want to do a few coats, a lot of people do that. I just try to stay away from doing clumpy. We don't want it to look like baby spiders are crawling out of your eyes. That's not fun for anyone. And then now that we've got most of our product up here, we're just coming in, we're gonna come down and do our little baby lashes. And these, they can be troublesome. I know when we age, we lose our color, we lose our lashes. They tend to just completely disappear. Also, if you cake a whole bunch of mascara on these, it's gonna be halfway down your face by lunchtime. If you do feel like you don't wear a lot of mascara, but you still have problems with it running and just coming down, there are mascara primers that exist. Just one coat of a very normal mascara on there, but a very good mascara. And that's giving her a great lift too. And this is my version of a mature eye, just for an everyday look. Thank you so much for watching Prime Women's Guide to Beauty, where we are redefining what it means to be a woman over 50. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe.